Hi, Claude Whitacre here. I give seminars on selling and to sales organizations, trade shows. I give talks and seminars to groups of salespeople and groups of small business owners. So if you're the type of person who sells something, or you have a business where the number of sales and the volume of sales that you get is what determines your income, you will want to listen to this. Well, a lot of times when I'm giving a seminar, if I'm in front of people and I'm talking to them in front of a group, they'll ask me a question. A lot of times a real common thing that people want to know is, they'll say, Claude, should I follow a script when I'm calling to set an appointment? Should I follow a script or should I just wing it? And usually what that means is this. Usually there's two camps. There's the one camp where they're usually the experienced people, and they say, well, no, you need to follow a certain script because that way you'll know exactly what to say. You won't leave anything out. But there's also the other camp that goes, I'm so brilliant and I'm so inventive and I'm so light on my feet and quick and I've got such a silver tongue that no matter what I do, I can just wing it and I'll know the right thing to say. And that is a technique. All right. Here's what I call that. I call that the beginner technique. Okay. Here's why. Have you ever gone to a movie? Have you ever watched a play? And when you see the actors doing a part and you're watching a very emotional scene and you're crying along with them, or you're watching an action star and he's doing something, you're going, go get him, and you're all invested in that movie. You know what? Every single thing that they said was written down. It was scripted. It's all scripted. Shakespeare was all scripted. When you hear somebody say something, some great poetic thing that just makes your heart soar, that's scripted. Very seldom is that just somebody saying something off the cuff. Here's another thing. Most of us are, I know I'm not, most of us are not brilliant 24 hours a day. Okay? Some of us are only brilliant in very, very short, very randomly placed spurts. We're brilliant once in a while. Somebody go, well, that was really brilliant, but that's days apart. That's not all the time. So I want to know that I'm saying the most effective thing possible to get somebody to take a look at my product, and also to find out if they're the kind of person that I want to take a look at my product, and also if they're the kind of person I want to get as a customer or client. See? So everything I say is rehearsed. Now, does that mean I'm reading a script when I'm prospecting? No, that's probably one of the worst things that you can do, because when you're reading a script when you're prospecting, it's almost impossible to not sound like you're reading a script. You see actors in a movie and they sound completely natural. You know what? They're not reading their script in front of them while they're sounding completely natural, although some of them may have that skill. I know I certainly don't. But here's what I mean by rehearsed, and by memorized and by scripted. It means that I know what I'm going to say. So a lot of times in front of me, I might not even have the exact words that I'm going to say, but I might have, here's 3 thoughts. Here's 3 things I want to ask them. Okay? And I tend to say things the same way. So for example, if you hear me call one person and then you hear me call somebody else, 20 minutes later, chances are very, very good you're going to think that this is all I'm reading from a script if you hear both of those calls. The truth is that I'm not. The truth is that I know exactly what to say. When they say this, I say that. When they say this, I say that. What if they say this? Well, then I say that. But you know what? There's always a best answer. If somebody asks you a question, there are all kinds of answers that are okay. There's all kinds of answers that don't work. There's only a few answers that really get the sale moving along, or really get the prospect involved and really answer that prospect's question. There really is a best answer. For example, when you hear a joke and you hear a punchline, that's probably the best punchline for that joke. Okay? You don't change the punchline every time you tell the joke to see, I'm pretty good on my feet. I think that this time I'm going to tell the joke completely differently. I think I'll tell the joke a different way and see if that's funny. No. Jokes are specific. They're very specific, and there's a certain pattern to them, and they follow a certain sequence, and then they're funny. All right? The same thing with presentations, whether you're selling or you're prospecting, which, by the way, prospecting is selling. You're simply selling the appointment. You're selling the prospect on the idea that they should meet with you because it's to their benefit. All right? Well, there's ways to do that. So you want to do it the professional way, and professionals follow scripts. Now, they might even write their own script, but they follow scripts because They want to be the most effective all the time. They don't want that to be spotty. Okay? I know that might not be popular, especially when you're brand new. When you're brand new, you're like, well, it's just not me. Well, no. You know, if you're an actor and you're reading Shakespeare, you know, you don't go, well, wait a minute, that's just not me. No, why? Well, because if you're a good actor, you make it you. See, that's how that works. See, you follow the script because the script is proven. See, why would you want it, like, how many tires are there on a car? 4. Why? Because they found out that's the best. Why not 6? Why not 8? Why not 5? Why not 2? Why not 3? Because 4 works really, really well. It's tried, it's proven. See, if somebody says, well, there's an 80% chance if you say this thing that they'll say, okay. You don't say, you know, I think I'll try something that's unproven. I'll just kind of make something up and try something off the top of my head because I'm sure I can improve on that proven thing that works 80% of the time. Well, eventually you'll get to that point where you can change it and you'll know what's a mistake and what's a stylistic difference, see? But first you should know the principle behind what you're saying. You should know why you're saying it, why it's scripted. Once you understand completely why it works, which could take some time, you know, in my experience it took several years to figure out exactly why things were working, not just that they worked, but why they worked. Well, once you know why they work, then you can change things around because you already know why they work. You can know the principles involved, so you can change it without affecting the performance and affecting the results too much. But my suggestion, especially if you're new, trust a proven script. Trust a proven script, because that's a tool that is given to you to make you more successful. If you'd like to know more about prospecting and sales, my suggestion is that you read my book. Oops, you read my book. The other side is Sales Prospecting, the Ultimate Guide to Finding Highly Likely Prospects that you can close in one call. I appreciate it. Thank you.